Can you dare to go out there and have the courage to fight for your dream, to impact, to disrupt the space that you have talent and passion for, to make a difference?
This is The Fighting Entrepreneur, the podcast dedicated to entrepreneurs looking to change the world. Learn how to start, build, and scale a business in today's highly competitive business environment. Here's your host, The Fighting Entrepreneur, Anik Singal.
What's up, you crazy fighting entrepreneurs? Guess who it is? It's your favorite person in the world, Anik Singal, back with another episode. And this one is super cool. I'm going to do a shout out. I'm going to tell you a story. And I don't know, I'm just excited. So listen, before we get started, all right, before we talk about how Lurn has helped a stranger in the world, many strangers in the world have babies. What is that about? Before we talk about that, I do want to ask you, come on, what are you doing? Are you a member of Lurn.com yet? Lurn.com, Lurn Nation. We are going to put 10 million entrepreneurs into one platform, into one place, connect you from all over the world, and we are going to help one another grow, build, and just dominate. All right, not only are you going to make your dreams come true, but we are going to go out as a unit, and we are going to disrupt different industries, and we're going to change the world. We're going to save the world. Don't wait for the governments to do it. Only us entrepreneurs can do it, and today's episode is going to prove it to you. I've been saying it and saying it and saying it. You hear it all the time. I say, what do I say? I say, Lurn's going to bring 10 million entrepreneurs into one place. Well, today's story, it's going to prove to you how that works and how the dream, the mission is coming to life in ways I could have never imagined. And I want you to plug into it. I don't want you to be on the sidelines. I want you to be a part of the movement. I want you to join the family. It's free, lifetime. Go to Lurn.com. There's so many amazing courses in there. We're building so many more features that's coming up. Be a part of it. Over 320,000 members. All right? Now listen, as of the moment that I'm filming this, let's get into it. I want to tell you one of the most crazy stories. But before I even do that, Rose, big shout out to you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing with me this morning what you did. It has just absolutely set me on cloud nine. So it's the day I'm filming this, we have Masters coming up. Lurn Masters, our quarterly kick butt, life transformational, crazy, can't explain it, put into words event. I'm telling you right now, you want a complete transformation of your life, you got to find a way to get into Lurn Masters. I'm not going to tell you anymore. You figure it out. Figure out how you would get into Lurn Masters. It's part of the journey. But the people that come to this event, their lives just transform. So Lurn Masters is coming up. And I get a message this morning when I woke up. I'm filming this on a Saturday, so I tend to kind of sleep in on Saturday a little bit. So I wake up around 9 a.m., and, I do my stuff, get up, whatever, check my phone finally. I have a message from one of our master's students, our bestseller students. She's just one of our best students, and she's an awesome person. She's a very successful, very high-level nurse, super smart, and she sent me a message. And in her message, she is telling me a story because she's going to be here for Masters. She comes back to support and help. She's a graduate, and she comes back to support and help. And she said, hey, I don't know if I'll have time to see you or tell you this story during the Masters event, so I wanted to get ahead and tell you before I get there. See, let me tell you Rose's background. That's the only way you're going to understand the story, all right? Rose came to us months and months ago, super successful nurse, right? With a dream, a mission, an obsession, an anger about just maternity, about getting women pregnant. I think that's not the right word, but yes, about getting women pregnant, right? And she's got a lot of knowledge in this area. She's got a lot of credentials in this area. And she was upset at what is being taught by the medical profession. She was upset at what is being taught by the world, by what is being taught by our government, right? And she wanted to make a difference. So she says, Anik, I want to build something where I can help women get pregnant because I know a lot about it and it's not being taught. And there's so many women who want a child, who've given up hope that they could have a child. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, wow, now that's a mission. Right? Now, Anik Singal and Lurn cannot necessarily help women get pregnant. I guess Anik could, but we won't go that route. That's a little bit different. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Like, that's not my expertise. That's not Lurn's expertise. We make and build entrepreneurs. So my mission and my dream, why do I say 10 million entrepreneurs in one platform, is because I've always wanted to do this thing where I empower others, empower entrepreneurs to go out and do their thing, to live their dream. And in the process of doing that, they will create transformation and change. And that will be how I help change the world. That will be my army of 10 million entrepreneurs. So I look at Rose, I'm like, Rose, Rose, I will help you make your dream come true. I want to do whatever I can. I want to have Lurn support behind you so that you can go out and help women that want to get pregnant with your knowledge. And so it's been months and months, and she was quietly working behind the scenes, and I had no idea that she had even gone to the point where she was at market. So this morning she messages me and says, Anik, not only am I getting sales, but this was the first time I got a sale while I was sleeping. I made money while I was sleeping. Isn't that the dream? Isn't that what we talk about? And I'm reading this. I'm like, wow, this is so amazing. She goes, but beyond that, before I even started selling my product to women, she goes, I gave it away for free to a few. And just recently, I heard back that one of them, after trying for so long to get pregnant and failing, is now pregnant. And I was sitting in bed and I read that and I thought, oh my God, there it is. A living embodiment of the dream, of the mission, of what I've been out there talking about and telling everybody, here it goes. The momentum has started. We're doing it, baby. It's happening. Literally, babies. So this is how Lurn helped a stranger have a baby while proving my dream and my mission. So Rose, big shout out to you. Not just for what you did for this woman, this stranger that you didn't even know, but for what you are doing for every entrepreneur, for showing them how they can take their knowledge, their expertise, and how they can take their passion, their skill, their talent, their anger, and go out there and do some dang good. Rose is just getting started. Can you imagine how many babies might end up being born in this world because of Rose having the audacity, the courage to chase her dream, to fight for her mission, to go out there and do. Now, I made a joke at Rose, but then after I made the joke, I sat back and thought, wait, that's not a joke. That might actually, what if? Like, I took my own joke seriously. I said, hey, Rose, what if one of the children that you helped get born, or 2 or 3 or 4 of the children that you helped get born, what if they go on to become an entrepreneur and then they disrupt an industry? Now, surely there's no way, okay, that child is ever going to know about Anik Singal or Lurn. They might not even know about Rose, but that's not what matters. The ripple, ladies and gentlemen, has begun. The ripple has begun. And today, for me, it's one of my proudest days. I'm just so excited. I would have never thought that my work, that this podcast, that Lurn Nation, that our family, that our community, that our mission, that our dream, that our goal, together as a unit that we have here, would end up allowing families who want to have children who can't actually fulfill that deepest dream of theirs. And Rose, you have not only inspired me, but you have inspired so many of our other entrepreneurs that are listening. So listen, entrepreneurs, this is what Lurn is. This is what Lurn Nation is. Get active, get involved, get over at Lurn Masters. Come see us. We help some massive transformations happen. Get plugged in. Go to lurn.com. Take some courses. And let me ask you something. Can you please be daring? Can you dare to go out there and have the courage to fight for your dream, to impact, to disrupt the space that you have talent and passion for, to make a difference? Because your difference, it's not about the money. Rose is going to get filthy rich if she keeps doing this. It's just a byproduct of economics. It's just how the world works. If she keeps creating value, she's going to get rich doing it. But it's not about that, right? What do I say? How do I define an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is someone who finds a problem that Rose did. She found a problem. She was really angry about it too, okay? Creates a solution, not complains about the problem, creates a solution, which Rose did. And then the byproduct of that should be value created. That's an entrepreneur. Find a problem, solve the problem, and in the process, create value. And that value drives your wealth. Has Rose's work created value in the lives of the families that it's going to impact? Heck, yes. There are going to be human beings on this planet that exist thanks to Rose's work, thanks to her courage, thanks to her ability to step out of her shell and go do. I'll never forget this moment. So when Rose was here at the first event, it was not the Masters event, it was a different event. She was struggling with doubt. She was struggling with, I would just say she didn't really believe yet. I could tell. So when I spoke to her about it and I said, Rose, she literally said, why would women pay for this stuff? They watch YouTube videos, they do this, they do that. And I remember what I did. I said, Rose, you don't understand the value of the information in your mind. I drew up a business plan for her on a whiteboard. Okay, I drew up a business plan for her without ever having researched the space. This is just 16 plus years of experience of having worked with so many entrepreneurs. I drew up an entire business plan right there, live on the whiteboard. You can ask Rose yourself. It was completely blind, didn't do any research in it. I said, this is how it's going to work. This is your business. This is how you're going to make money. And this is how you're going to impact the world and change lives. And she's looking at me and she kind of, okay, I don't know. I'm not sure if people would pay that, but okay, if you say so. And she's kind of doing that. So I knew I had to get her to believe. So what I did is that day I gave her an assignment. I said, Rose, what I want you to do tonight is I just want you to do one thing for me. I want you to go back to your hotel room tonight and I want you to find me 5 people on YouTube that talk about fertility. That's the word I was looking for, not maternity. Fertility. Wow, it took me an entire 11 minutes to get to it. Fertility. I said, I want you to find 5 people on YouTube that talk about this. And I just want you to come back to me tomorrow with them. And we will do some dissection and see what's going on. And we'll research your niche specifically together. I said, can you do that just for me, just tonight? Just 5 people, right? And she's like, yeah, sure. The next day, she comes in and there's just a different skip to her beat. I mean, she was like, yeah, I found him. I said, okay, great. Give me the first one. The first one, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't say give me all 5. I said, give me one. Give me the first one. She says, boom, 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 this name. And I said, all right, let's pull her up. And I start to look at this lady and I myself was shocked. I said, holy moly, because Rose hadn't connected the dots yet, but I had. I saw it immediately. I connected the dots. I said, this woman is doing the exact same business model that I had highlighted for Rose yesterday, and it was still on the whiteboard. And so I started clicking around. I said, Rose, look at this. Rose, look at this link. Rose, look at this page. Rose, look at this. This is exactly what I told you. Look, her calendar is booked. You can't even book an appointment with her for 2 months. She's full. Backtrack that, given her hourly rate, how much do you think she's making? Look at her products. Look at this. Look how popular her videos are. Look how fast she's growing. And I'll never forget that moment when Rose stood up, sprang up out of her chair, and some bad words came out that I can't express or say on this podcast. And she could not sit down for like the next hour. She was pacing in the back of the room. She was like, what is this? This is crazy. I could do that. This is ridiculous. And that was when I knew right there, transformation, paradigm shift. After that, the only prayer I had was that Rose would go out and do. And guess what she did? She went out and she did. And now there's going to be human beings walking around on the planet that would have never existed unless Rose had the courage that day to step up, get excited, and go out and take action. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Anik Singal is crazy in building Lurn Nation. That's why I'm pouring millions of dollars into what we do here. Rose, this one's for you. A salute, a hats off. And for the rest of you at Lurn Nation, I just want to take this moment to say thank you for inspiring me. Thank you so much for always being there for me. Thank you for being there for yourself. Thank you for having a dream and for having the courage to go out and fight for that dream. That's why we call ourselves the Fighting Entrepreneurs. So if you're listening to this, I want you to give Rose a shout out. If you're on YouTube, leave a comment below. Congratulate her for the impact she's making in the world. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up icon, and of course hit the bell icon. And if you're listening to us on any of your favorite podcast platforms, please make sure you subscribe and give us a great review. Let's get this podcast out to as many entrepreneurs all over the world as we can. And of course, for show notes, go to anikpodcast.com, A-N-I-K, podcast.com. We'll make sure to get Rose's links to her stuff if you want to grab some of it, and we'll pop it into the show notes at Anik, A-N-I-K, podcast.com. Come on, entrepreneurs. Go out there and make it happen. It's happening all around you. The choice is yours. We're here. Your family's waiting to support you through the whole process. So with that said, remember, when life pushes you, stand straight, smile, and push it the heck back. Until next time, go out there and fight for your dreams.
Thanks for listening to The Fighting Entrepreneur with your host, Anik Singal.